so these two guys are pretty friendly. I guess they're former roommates with each other, which is awesome. Gabriel de la Cerda, he's playing blue-black zombies. He's playing the older school version. He's got 4 images, 4 diagraph captains. So he's all in on the blue. I know some people, diagraph captain is kind of like, I think people are moving away from it recently. He's still all in on it. He's got 2 Meta 2 Obliterator in the main. I like his sideboard. He has a zombie apocalypse in his sideboard. I know he's not going to side it in here, but I wanted to mention that because I think that's really cool.
It's really sweet. You get to play against humans and cast zombie apocalypse.
Can't lose.
Pretty good.
Can't lose. Gabriel's going to 6, so I mean, which is fine.
That could be how there's 13 minutes left going into game 2. They're close friends.
They're close friends.
There could be, you know, we're just hanging out.
Well, especially it's hard because you won't call a judge on your... I mean, they have a judge watching their game. You don't want to call a judge on your friend. Mm-hmm. You know, that's... Or it's harder to, for sure. Once again, I think this is like the aggro versus ramp matchup. I would want to be the ramp deck here. That said, I think it's a little bit like, I'm glad, if I'm the zombie player, I'm glad that Nick's playing the slower ramp deck. Like the one thing about the junk ramp deck is that because of its mid-game Lingering Souls engine, it's not as fast as, say, just red-green. So both have started, Gabriel on John Catacomb Swamp, Nick on Ghost Quarter Forest, now into Rampant Growth. Gabriel does not have a turn 1 or 2 drop. He still is playing, you know, his 4 Grave Crawlers and Diregraph Ghouls. What that tells me is I think he's capped a hand with messengers.
Like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing else he really could have.
Yeah, I would expect to see a parade of messengers, like a messenger here, and then a clone, and then maybe another clone. Which actually is a pretty good...
It's a really good draw.
Well,
yeah.
Against ramp, I really like that.
I mean, messenger is just really good against these types of decks.
And he doesn't have it.
What could he possibly have?
An Obliterator.
But, I mean...
That's awful. If you're keeping a hand based on turn 4 Obliterator, I don't like that at all. I mean, he's on 6. It's possible that he just doesn't have much to keep. You know, he didn't want to go to 5. Sometimes, what is it? You know, the school of I'd rather lose than mulligan. Let's see. All right, he's got another land. I would expect to see an Obliterator come out here or something. No, he's still just saying go. I don't know. I don't know what he has. I think he has a lot of lands. That'd be my guess. Is what he has is more lands.
He kept the 6-lander?
Yeah. Another Lingering Souls out of Nick Mohon, swinging for 2.
Like
so
Geth's Verdict.
Gabriel's at 18. I haven't seen a 4th land out of Nick. Actually, Nick last turn missed his land draw. So Nick's still on Plains Forest Ghost Quarter. The thing is, he doesn't need one too bad. Okay, Gabriel's going to cast Ratchet Bomb. That's pretty good here. Nick doesn't have a black yet, so... But Gabriel can't cast a phone trap. He can't be the control deck. He's going to ratchet away the tokens. He needs to deal pressure. He's the aggro deck. Eventually, Nick will draw lands, and when he does, Nick will start winning, and Gabriel's going to need to do something about that. A 6th land says go. See, now you're expecting something like Grave Titan, but it's not there.
Yeah.
A Rampant Growth, I assume for a Swamp to get Lingering Souls going.
Yeah, one could expect.
Yep, and there it is. Nick's still very light, very stuck. You know, he's kind of like cramped on his lands, giving Gabriel a lot of chances to draw back into the game. But eventually, Nick will start casting big things.
Big, scary monsters.
Big, large monsters will occur. All right, Geralf's Messenger. That's what we needed a while ago, and I bet we have a clone for it right now. So Nick goes to 18.
Yeah, those are other cards he could have in his hand. Like, he definitely has some like Metamorph or...
And if he does, you just have to slam a clone on it. He just passes the turn back. He does not... I don't know what he has. I can't figure it out anymore.
The world may never know.
Stolen Simulacrum out of Nick. Now he's firing on all cylinders at this point. Nick ramps into 3 Primeval Titan, 3 Grave Titan, 2 Elesh.
Firing on all cylinders. The turn 8 Solemn Simulacrum. Turn 7.
Yeah. We had to jump start it, but the car's it's rattling down the road now. It'll still get us there. All right. What are we at? All right. Draw from Gabriel. Gabriel. I'm not sure which way I'm gonna say it. All right.
Yeah.
Diagraph Captain.
Diagraph
All right.
Captain for Dale Cerda.
And he's gonna Geth's Verdict. Okay. So Nick goes
All right,
to
and
17,
that's
draws
damage
a card.
Beating in there.
The messenger will swing for 4.
Get in there for 4. Nick will fall down to 13.
Yep. I imagine I expect. Did he not draw land? Is it still not Titan time? It does not appear to be Titan time even yet. Ugh. It's just brutal. More Lingering Souls.
Oh no, it's an Oblivion Ring.
It's an Oblivion Ring. Okay. There will be more Lingering Souls though, I bet. No Lingering Souls. Okay.
That's interesting that he chose not to flash that back there.
I don't know what better he has to do. He's discarding a card? Oh, he's at too many cards in hand, so he discarded a Day of Judgment? Yeah, I mean, I could see Nick having too many cards. Gabriel makes his 7th land drop. All right, another land for Nick. It comes into play tapped. Like I said, the old car just clanking its way down the road. It's gonna get there. Curse of Death's Hold, sure. Yeah, make your 2/2 a 1/1 for 5. All right, I'm gonna get you. Grave Titan's coming eventually. And an 8th land for Gabriel. Taking 1, Nick's at 11. All right, here we go. Nick is clearly really excited about untapping here. He's got to have a Titan.
Imagine if he didn't have a Titan.
He's like, I don't know what I kept. I don't even know what he could have. I just have more. He has to have. There's nothing else for him to have.
He doesn't.
Soren. Okay. It's not nearly as cool as Titan.
No, not nearly as good.
Tan has like probably 3 Sorens in it or something.
But I mean, he could have been casting those.
No, I can't. Yeah, it has to be Titans.
Still
Or like
has to
maybe it's
flashback
all
the
Day
Lingering
of
Souls.
Judgments. Maybe it's just all Day of Judgments.
You know, it's pretty good with Soren. Lingering Souls.
Right, you should flash it back.
He has 2 in his graveyard that he can flash back.
We don't need a Titan. We have our own Lingering Souls Titans. All right, there we go.
All right.
We found it.
Let's just wait until they have the Soren to go with it.
All right. This poses a pretty big problem for Gabriel. Gabriel has a lack of action.
Yeah.
Has had this perpetual lack of action all game.
Yeah, the 8 land draw with the zombies deck, not very good. It's also, you know, especially when you're playing against, you know,
A ramp
some
deck.
type of deck where you are the aggro. Keeping a hand with a bunch of reactive cards, pretty bad.
Right. You need to have some game plan. And just to think, even if he went to 5, if his 5 was land, Diagraph, Gravecrawler, like, I think Gabriel wins this game. Or at least is a much bigger favorite. Like, I think it's a stronger hand.
Well, it looks like he sided in a lot of reactive cards because he has Tragic Slips in his hand. He had Geth's Verdict.
But in the main, he has additional copies in the board.
And he definitely had Ratchet Bomb this game, which is a sideboard card. So maybe he just cut a lot of the threats, which you really can't do when you're playing.
Yeah, I don't actually like Ratchet Bomb at all in this matchup. You know, eventually Nick will play Titans. When he does, your Ratchet Bomb won't matter. I understand that it's good against Lingering Souls, but I think your main game plan is to not care. You can swing through Lingering Souls. It's possible.
Hey, you El Capitan.
Now, Soren did not make an emblem there? No, just taking 3.
That's surprising.
That's fine. I probably would have made an emblem, but he has a lot of time. I don't think it will cost him that he did not make an emblem. And yeah, he makes another lifelink vampire. But Nick will gain a life though, right? So he goes up to 11.
Still
and
no
cast
Titan.
Rampant Growth.
Rampant
I think
Growth.
the Titan he has is
I'm
Elishnorn.
so confused.
I think it's Elishnorn coming down.
Yeah, it must be Elishnorn, but then he was like discarding cards and stuff. Like,
Maybe it's more Day of Judgments. There was never a good opportunity to cast Day of Judgment, so it's possible
You're right.
he just drew all his Day of Judgments. Or something like that. I mean, normally you'd say lands, but that doesn't make sense because he didn't have those either.
maybe he's just going easy. I'm like, not.
Just going easy on him. It's like, I mean,
spells.
it's his friend. Like, I'm gonna, you know, I don't I don't want to. He's gonna flashback Lingering Souls again. Alright, so he now has 6 creatures in play.
Round number 4 in the Standard Open is now over.
Right,
round 4 is over. Active player finishes turn.
Time's called in the round.
Proceed
Nick's
to take
up a game,
5
clearly
additional
winning game
turns.
2.
If you have a time
It's gotta be
extension on your
his.
match, please
Yeah,
call
this is
for a
definitely gonna be
judge.
it.
Gabriel contemplating. Yes, guess verdict is it? Okay, no mortar pod, but kind of late.
Alright, Morpah gets equipped.
Right, the token dies immediately, remember, so no chance to shoot it.
Yeah. You know, these are, sometimes it's just better to concede.
They're an extra turns, I suppose they can play it out, that's fine.
No. Let's see, what does Nick want to make the emblem yet?
I mean, there's really no need.
Oh
Sure, you
yeah, I
can do
mean,
it.
just
I don't think there's a way Nick can play this wrong.
he can cast Day of Judgment.
Yeah, that would be bad. Okay, he could play it wrong. Good call. Don't do that. Okay, he's gonna curse him a second time. Okay, they actually have 11 minutes left in the round. They had a deck check earlier.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't think it will be necessary. Alright, second curse coming down. Probably in response, the zombie will get shot at something, or maybe a concession in response. Gabriel thinking about the second one. I can't see how he possibly
made a Sorin
can win this.
emblem.
Gabriel's diagraph captain's dead, but... Oh no, it's not. It's a 0-1. Mortarpod boosts toughness. My mistake.
Yep.
Okay, it's not dead. He's gonna make an emblem though and crash for a zillion. I mean, you know. 2 tragic slips. And this is, I think, when you said he doesn't want to be the control deck. I think this is pretty much what we meant.
Yeah, like those tragic slips were sitting
Boy.
in his hand the whole game, and they didn't matter until he was already dead.
And they didn't even matter then.
Yeah.
They killed 2 tokens that Sorin made. But Sorin will make more. Phantasmal Image,
That's it.
and that's match. Nick
Yeah.
Mohon defeats Gabriel de la Cerda 2-0.
His former roommate.